This is a special edition of the...
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete. Playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bobby Wagner. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They start on the ground with Geis. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
One quarter gone in this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-0 is our score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this time.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
And they've got it here with a first down. On the handoff, it's Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They'll hand it now to Geis. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll run with Geis. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
4 down. 4 down. Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Check. Watch the 4. You ain't going nowhere.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Ohio. Come on.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. And he lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Let's go.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go!
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Here we go!
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design.
Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose?
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Redskins. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC. They run it here with Thompson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sampson of 12. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Steps away to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes...
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's go!
Floated one out there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout.
Defense.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script. Now loose football, the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble, it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Gaining time to his left. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Jordan Reed has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go!
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And here come the Redskins now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will take this all the way down